What's going on? So today, I looked at the spell power coefficients for adding spell power versus the 15% flat damage increase that you get plus your baseline. It looks like you need 1500 spell power, which is pretty much unattainable to around match on the spell power bonus of deep destruction for the TBC prepatch. But this results in a best shadow damage like spec for Shadowbolts, becoming a DS ruin. Basically your standard 9-21-21 build. Let me go over that real quick in the calculator. I'll go ahead and put those points in. Wait. I'm not looking for legacy. Wow. There it is. Okay, this is not it. Okay. So we'll start with the destruction tree. This is going to be a good, more valuable talent intensity. You're still going to get the reducing knockbacks by 70% on Shadowbolt and every other destruction spell in your book. And that's exactly 21 points. And then you're probably going to want to go 21 points again. This is the most benefits. So you actually get over non-prepatch, you get 3% health and intellect, as well as more health regen on your demon armor, as well as shot resist. And this gets you to level 60 on your talents. It does help to have the instant corruptions. Anyways, the shadow damage, let's go back to that. Because in the current game, my Warlock usually gets, we'll say 300 more than this. Because that's like the most I can get with the flask and all my spell power consumes. So 961 shadow damage. Change that 1500 to a 961, which is a more realistic count. And this will show you the difference on the math. So this is the Shadowbolt spec, hitting average Shadowbolt of 1691s versus 1663 Shadowbolts with the other spec. And I'll show you, I'll go over that real quick. So we'll reset here. This is just an example, mind you, of the Shadow and Flame talent that you're getting. Now you do get 3% more crit, so you have to factor that in to see if it's worth it or not. But in my opinion, I think the shadow damage baseline is better. If you want to be hitting harder shadow bolts. Let's see. It's probably just the one benefit is you can get conflagrate in the deep destruction build. Let's see. Okay, there's our deep destruction build. So Shadow Fury, you also get that if you take the 41 in destruction or more. The downside on this is it costs 710 mana. That's like twice a Shadow Bolt. But at the same time, mana cost shouldn't really deter you from the damage it's causing. This thing does more damage than a Shadow Bolt, and it's an AoE. So you have to factor that if that's worth it. it might actually tip the scales in the favor of this spec. But if you're just doing boss damage, this is 20-second cooldown. Your Shadowbolt's gonna overtake that, I think. Anyways, this was just a quick video. I have another math thing I'd like to introduce. So this is basically your hit cap. Let's say you're doing this much shatter damage. So 1663. Wait, I want to do the 1691, yeah. I think this is like hit cap value. I'm trying to find the hit cap value with this. Plus, I'm trying to remember my math on it. I might cover it in another video, but I'd like to just tag this on at the end if I can figure it out. So this is like, say you have like a 3% hit difference. So you get 94. Just as an example. On the other side, we do 97. And then on this side, you try to figure out the Y value of how much spell damage it would be worth to get 3% hit. Now actually, let's change this to a 96 so we get 1% hit difference. And then spell damage is a baseline 3-second cast. So it gets 100% scaling, I'm pretty sure, on the Shadowbolts. I don't want to say that's like 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure the scaling for Shadowbolt's 100%. So yeah, let's just go over this. I'll just say you have 10 shadow damage. Let's start with. This is your damage over 100 Shadowbolt casts, 1% more hit versus 10 more spell damage. Now, really just need to find the difference here. So, you do have to factor in that you're casting 96 of these. Okay. So it's definitely not worth 100, I'm pretty sure. But it's more like, it's usually around the 13 range. Let's see. I'll try 15. Oh, it's worth more than 15. Let's see. So one spell hit is worth at least 15, 16, and then 17. It actually goes up the more your spell damage scale, so you have to do this math each time you get a piece. But basically the calculation is you multiply it by one number less on the hit, and then you try to figure out where your current spell damage for Shadowbolt is, like I did previously in the video, times the number with the missing hit chance. Let's see. So at 18, it breaks over, though it leaves it a little bit under 18 value of hit chance, which means Bloodvine's actually better. So I have 12% hit with my hit set. And final example. Let's see, we go. Times 6, 108. So I'd have to lose 108 spell power. 108 minus, so 661 minus 108. So it'd have to be 553 with my some hit gear. It goes over that. It goes to 617. You heard it here first. Bloodvine still bis. Remember to share this with your friends and anyone that is trying to pump in boss DPS. Okay.